What is up, folks? And welcome back to another video. Now, you guys probably already know where we are at. A lot of these builds may look somewhat familiar. You guys have probably seen them before. We've done plenty of tutorial in this area and on this world, which is actually kind of the subject of today's video. This world has been around for a long time. We have tons of builds on this world. We have done tons of things. You can see builds over there, builds there. If you go look that way, there's some doodaps in the distance. You can even see the little boats. We've done plenty of shorts. We've done plenty. Oh, I think if you look at this way too, can you see? Yeah, you see way in the distance there's some builds. Plus this little guy right here, little house there. Tons and tons of stuff has been done on this world. But this world, it's I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's a little aged. It's a little old now, and it's not perfect. And this actually was a world that I made by hand. I sorta by hand. Not really by hand. I used World Painter to make this world, and I was very new to World Painter. I kind of just was like, here, mountains, cool, put snow on it, and then let me drill some holes for rivers and stuff, and it all kind of worked out. You know, it all kind of worked out because it's an okay world. It works out. You can see if you fly up here, and actually, you know what? Let's raise the render distance just a little bit here. Because if you look around, you'll see it's a lot of randomness. There's so much randomness going on, and it worked for so long. It's such a cozy little world that I've built to just basically build things on. It's my own personal sandbox. But as the channel transitions and grows a little larger, and as we come up with new things to build, and as we revise old builds as well, I think I've realized this world I think deserves a close. I think it deserves a proper retirement. And no, we're not going to blow it up. We are not going to blow up the world. We're going to keep it around. Don't you worry. So that's right. Yep. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to retire the good old Let's Build World 2. That's actually what this world is called. It's Let's Build World 2. I don't know why I called it 2. I guess I had a previous one. But before we, depart and move on to the next biggest thing, I do think it is appropriate I give you guys a proper tour. Now, as I tour around this world, just note, I don't know the exact... I'm going to try to find every video and post it and link it and be like, hey, this was this world and this was this build and so on. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to even find every single build. So we're kind of just going to fly around and see what we run into. Because some of the builds, what you can tell, like what time in my channel I built it just by the style. And there's also going to be lots of little builds that were actually like shorts and so on. So yeah. So starting us off here in our little spawn area, I believe this is spawn. I literally started here, and this is a little fork town here with the rivers. So we got all the rivers, they flow in. And that was one thing when making this world in World Painter. Apparently I thought it'd be really cool to just have rivers just everywhere, like literally rivers, and especially rivers like there's the beach. There's basically the edge of the world. Not really. I think these oceans are pretty large, I think. But if you come down here, this is where everything kind of meets together. And I think these couple builds were some of the first things I started with. And the idea was that I wanted a lot of the builds to be sort of connected. Now, I ditched that idea fairly fast. If you come inside here too, a lot of these are not furnished or anything crazy. I don't even think this has a staircase going up. And some of these builds are very hyper detailed, like this one here, this Tudor style home. This was something I think one of the first ones I did on the channel. I'd have to go try to find it here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll just I'll link the videos as I found them. But these were this was like a cozy cottage thing that I had built. I think I wanted to mess with the concrete powder So we had just gotten concrete introduced into the game. And I think if I look back far enough, we had also just started getting the new trapdoors. So I was kind of messing with that too, which became a pretty staple building block in a lot of the things I put together. We messed around with some of the cracked stone with this here. Yeah, this is one of my favorite builds I have done in this world. It looks really good. I really like it. Moving next door, as you can see, we got this kind of almost tavern-shaped house. Went with the brick roof for this one. Got a huge mix in here. We got clay. We got the polished granite. We got the non-polished granite. Brick all over the place too. It's a good mix. I really like it. Dark oak frame around the roof there. And then this, I started using the barrels as a building block. I do remember that. I was like, I can use barrels to build. That's pretty cool. Still using a little bit of oak wood in there, stone brick. It's a good palette. I like this one. This one I actually did do an interior. This interior is fairly solid. I like it. It's a little simple, but it gets the job done. We got some cauldrons here. Got a little fireplace off to the side. Got a little seating area over here. Lantern. If you come up these stairs, this was also when I started doing the trapdoor flooring, which does give you a lot more headroom, by the way. So we only had the 3 blocks here, but if you do trapdoors instead of slabs, you get a lot more of that headroom. Coming up here, a little storage area with some barrels, some shelves, and then you got the bed over in the corner. I don't know what my idea was with these trapdoors here, but hey, I thought it was a cool idea at the time. As we cross over our little bridge over the river here, as you can see, we got this little, I think this actually was labeled a tavern, I think, if I come in here though. Yeah, this is definitely a tavern. You got the little walk-in area here. You can see some person be sitting there. You got the little fireplace. This is kind of the social space here. Little tables with some lights on them. Looks pretty good. I don't know what's up here. I don't know if there's even rooms to sleep. I don't know if that was, yeah, I didn't get that far. I guess I put a little tower here and then that's about it. I don't think there's even an upper floor in here, is there? Nah, there's not. It's just that. But you got like a pile of firewood outside for the fireplace. Chimney is good. I started using, this is I think also when I started using the campfires in the chimneys. So that looks pretty cool. We did that there. This tower overall is pretty snazzy. No problems with that. This is a pretty good build. I was pretty happy with it. I mean, obviously if it made it to the channel, I was pretty happy. Got a little overhang with some wheat here. Pretty solid. I loved this one. Now this one was for the viewers. I think this actually ended up getting a fair amount of traction on the channel. This was the Avatar themed build style. And this was fun to build because it was kind of simple. And I do remember I had an image actually in the video that showed, wow, this is really generic up here. I didn't really do much with this, did I? If you come down here, I mean, I had the little tables with the lanterns. I had the fireplace. That's about it, though, if you come out here. So this Avatar The Last Airbender, I was watching the show at the time, and I basically saw a structure in the show, and I was like, you know what, I could do like a theme there. And I'm pretty sure I told myself when I was making this video, oh, if I put Aang on the front thumbnail, it'll get views. And I think it kind of worked. I think I remember this actually did fairly well on the channel. So yeah, pretty cool build. I like this one. Crossing the river here, this build shows up in the Let's Build intro sequence. It's a very random build, but I do think this is one of my favorites I've done. This was a time lapse. I don't think I tutorialed this one. If you come in here, unfurnished as it normally goes, DJ would probably make fun of me for seeing this because he always made fun of me for not having any furnishing in these. But this, I think I did what did I do for this floor? This was the beehives. That's right. I had the beehives as the flooring here, which do make really good flooring. I'm not gonna lie. This does make a really good flooring. This is not even here. Let's fix that. Yep, fixed it. But yeah, this is a very random build. I got the little upper floor here. There's these little corridor sections off to the side. I guess like these would be kind of maybe bedrooms. I don't really know. This is a living space. This is, I think, intentionally supposed to be like a back door, sorta, but I never put a door there. I don't know, man. I don't even know what I would call this kind of build, but it does look pretty cool. It's a very organic shaped house, which I really like. And I think it was originally supposed to start as like a first tier, and then it was supposed to be a second level. But I think halfway through the time lapse, I was like, you know what? Let's just put a big roof on it. And then put the floor up there. But yeah, this one's pretty nice. I like this. This is definitely on my list, and I'm sure in my top 5 somewhere. As we start to leave the main area here, that's pretty much all the builds in that little center area. There's stuff that way, which we'll get to, but as we bop over here, this was my 5x5 house tutorial. And I think this was also another one that people really liked. It's a very compact, it's very cozy. I always did this thing with the furnaces where I kind of integrate the furnaces into the upper floor, and you only see that lower half of the furnace. The texture works well for it, but we got 4 furnaces here, and little chest there. As if you come up here, use of the barrels was definitely pretty prominent, so we got the barrels integrated into the structure. It's roomy up here. You got some windows. I think that's nice. This I was never big on the whole like the 1x1 houses. I know a lot of people really loved the tutorials where it's like you stuff just as much things into a small area. I have a limit. I still want the houses to look like houses. So I think this was actually a pretty good like starter home if you just wanted something that looked decent and it's not that hard to build. This was a solid option. I like this. As we go up and over the hill here, we can see we got a couple builds right in this area here. So I think if we stop right here, let's stop at this one first. This is another small little house I did a tutorial on. I'm pretty sure a lot of these were just titled like small cozy house. This one did not have an interior. Did have a fireplace though. No fire in the fireplace. I don't know how old this one is. I think this one's fairly old. It's probably at least 4 to 5 years old on this one. But I used a lot of the stripped logs. I think this is when I started getting into the strip logs. We had the coarse dirt. I used a little there. Some dark oak with the spruce. Very common for me to use that. The organic chimney here is commonplace. I didn't do the fire, the campfire for the chimney though. And got a pathway kind of leading up here. Low effort pathway. Pretty typical for the time from me. And it's a good house. This one's not my favorite. I think I tried to make something that was semi-roomy, but I didn't want it to be like a massive house. I wanted to keep it pretty simple. I think this was also when I started to transition into a simplistic build style that didn't include all the jagged edges. And it looks okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. Bopping across the river though here, we do have this little greenhouse. Now I know I can definitely identify this as like a shed / greenhouse. We're not growing a lot in here. This has got some wheat in here. You could make a whopping, you can't even make 2 pieces of bread with this. You could make 1 piece of bread and you'll have 2 wheat left over probably for your cake. I think cake is 2 wheat. Honestly, I can't remember. Then on this side, we got carrots. We're not even growing potatoes. I got a couple like potted plants in here. Got the little, we got the composter here. So that's cool. There's a little bit of wheat here. Yeah, it's the build itself, I think is cute. It's definitely kind of swell. I actually want to build a big version of something like this on the Forever World that has like a greenhouse, but I want to do like automated farms in there. So we'll probably eventually do something like that. But it's just, it's a cute little, you get the little back door here, if it was in the middle of a big farm, it would probably be okay. Or if you just needed like a little shack with some crafting. I don't even have like a crafting table in here. That's how little thought I guess I put into this. But it's okay. I'm sure people liked it. We can come down the river here a little bit more. And over here, I think we have yet another little cozy house. I don't know if this was another 5x5 house tutorial, but I did mess with the dark oak, or not the dark oak, the cobbled deep slate. This is not dark oak. I did mess with the deep slate a little on this one. I also messed with stained glass. Got some of the azalea bushes out here, some flowers. Got the trapdoors. I also started building with signs. It appears. So this has not always been a building block I've used. I think when they added the colored signs, like you could do the spruce and the oak and birch signs, I started using them more as building blocks. And you can also see I use trapdoors as well. You come inside here. Oh, I got the moss carpet, which was also a staple. I did have the cake here. I don't know what the point of the cake was, but it appears to be eaten. Got some furnaces here, but you can come up a floor. This is actually kind of nice. I don't mind this as much. We got the... Are these trap chests? No, these are normal chests. But yeah, I got a little overhead storage there, a little bed. I kind of like the little compact upper floor here. This is okay. This build is fine. I don't mind it too much. It's okay. It's got good curb appeal. I'll give it that. And then next to it is actually a pretty good barn. I actually like this barn. This is good. I tried not to recreate this because I knew I'd already done a barn tutorial. I recently did another one that was a little bit bigger of a barn. I think I might still kind of like this one a little better. I don't know. I don't mind the barn that I built. We'll end up getting to it too because it's all that way. But this barn, yeah, this is actually okay. I like this. I actually think this is a very cozy barn. This is also a lot easier to build. I did use the trapdoors here to do like almost like a sliding door effect. I got some barrels outside, azalea bushes. We used the dark oak and spruce yet again. Got the trapdoors up front here. Oh yeah, this had that upper floor too. This was a very efficient build. I actually, this might be, I don't know if it's in the top 5, but it's definitely a solid build. And I used the tuff in the ground here. Little outdoor area. Yeah, this is good. I like this. Flying around here, you can see we got some other stuff. As we move down the river here, we'll discuss this one here real quick because I know you see it. This is not a build from a tutorial, but you may recognize it from a recent video. I basically built a set of... I built a set for the 12 years on YouTube video, and it was meant to look kind of like the cozy cabin, but sort of run down. There's nothing in here. I think I threw this together in like 10 minutes. I wanted the cozy cabin to be in there because it's obviously the first video I ever uploaded on the channel, and this is definitely a modified version of it. So I just put it in a wheat field. I mean, I think for the whole video, I just stood here anyway. I didn't do anything crazy, so yeah, that's just a little backstory on this one. Coming down the river again, we have one of our most recent builds, one of our send-off builds. Now, this was a kind of an interesting one. So this was a time-lapse that I did. I put a lot of effort into this one. This was a build from the soul right here. 100% a build from the soul. I reached deep down for this one. We got the water wheel together, which I did end up reusing this water wheel design in the Forever world. But we got this dock design going here with a huge mix of the campfire and the slabs, signs, barrels, all that good stuff. Little overhang, lights. This was very color palette. That was kind of the point of this video. Or it was basically demonstrating color palette. Once again, though, no interior. That's okay. If we go up one, I think, yep, no interior. This house is fairly nice, though. I definitely leaned heavily into the, like, oh, this house is very ugly in the video I made for this. Because, of course, this video was the, there's beauty in imperfection. That's what it was. And I put way too much thought into that video. I overdid that video way too much. But the build turned out really good. And I think a lot of the feedback was fairly good on that video. So, hey, I'll take it. Definitely happy with this build. I think it's one of the better ones probably in the world. It's very random. And that's okay. Because it's, you know, if you come around to the backside here, you got this like water wheel setup that doesn't really lead to anything. I mean, there's not even water flowing like over this thing. So pretty solid, though. I really like it. Another recent build coming up here. So this was I think like the house to rule them all build, which once again, I actually am very happy with this one. I really loved how this turned out. It's detailed. It's got a lot of good character. It's compact, but it's not like crazy over the top. It kind of like gets the job done, I guess. But if you come inside here, this one's furnished. You know, we did some good stuff in there. Very open floor plan. Got the kind of open kitchen. Little sink set up here. Little fireplace. Very simple. Got the campfire below you can cook on. And you got the furnace. Crafting table. Storage. Coming up here. A little more barrel storage. Bed. Everything good. Everyone happy there. You know, pretty solid. We use some of the mud brick as well, which mud brick is slowly becoming a favorite block of mine. I love these mud bricks. They're super nice. A little trough with some water over here. This was good. I liked this one. Oh my god, if you looked out, we have so much. There's just so many little builds all over the place. I mean, you guys know why I'm retiring this world now, I bet, because there's just so much random, and I'm sure we're going to run into builds. Like, if you come over here, this was there's a house over here too, so I didn't even know that. I think this was a short I made where I did like a little dock, and this was right when I started getting into shorts, and there's a lot of little builds that are on the channel where I threw something together. I did a short. I made it like under 60 seconds. Fun fact though, when I started doing shorts, I actually didn't realize you had to make a short like under a minute. I thought you just had to basically upload a video and have it be short and put hashtag short in it. So I never had I think for a while, I actually didn't do the weird aspect ratio. I had it actually 16:9 still. So some of my shorts that were uploaded as shorts did not end up being shorts because they didn't fit the short criteria. Here's a very simple windmill. Nothing crazy with this one. I can't say that I'm like overly impressed with it. Nothing on the inside. I don't think there's just really nothing in the middle here. The blades are good. They're fine. It's a very simple build. I think that was kind of the intent. I don't even remember if I did a tutorial for this. I think this might have been a tutorial. It's kind of cozy. It's in the middle of the farm. We did this little scarecrow. I think this farm piece here with the scarecrow is also a short that I made, so it kind of coincides together. And if you pop over here, we got another little cozy house. This one also does have an interior. Once again, a half-eaten cake. I don't remember eating this cake, but hey. I guess this is supposed to be the fireplace. I genuinely have no idea. At least this house has a back door. Fire escape. Fire up the fire code, I guess. I guess we did get the candles, though. So that's kind of cool. I don't remember placing the candles, but if you come up a floor here. Oh, can I? Oh, I guess you had to crouch to get up here. Okay. A little bit of an afterthought on my part. Chest with bed, lantern, candle. You know, all the usual. This house is, it's fairly cute. It's fairly stylized. I guess this is, what, like a 4x4? Is this an even square house? I guess it is. Okay. It's a big chimney for a fireplace that doesn't exist. Let's roll over the hills here. Let's come down to here. This was one of the wagon homes that I made. Now, I love building these. These are kind of cute. They're unique in their own way. If you come down here, oh, this is undone. I don't remember what this was then. Did I do a short? Is that what this was? Was this a short? And I just did it from this angle here? I'll have to go check the shorts. Let me actually check right now. I'm checking to see if this was a short. Okay, I have 100% confirmed this was just a short video. That's why this is completely undone. So, yeah, my bad. Party in the, or business in the front, party in the back, I guess. Over here, we got yet another little cozy cottage. You can see, I love myself some cozy cottages. I think this might have been a short. Pretty sure this was maybe a short. Interior's good though. So I use, okay. I used some of the scaffolding for a table here. I really wish scaffolding didn't look like a bamboo. I guess you use bamboo to make it, so it makes sense. But yeah, got the nice little fire pit here. Unfunctional, but still okay. Barrels for storage. What's up here? Is this... Oh, okay, so the bed is tucked in the back corner here. This is kind of a squeeze. And then you have like a little desk area here that I made, and then some storage. Okay. That's fine. I don't know if that would be up to code in a modern day. I guess you do have the little furnace right here. I have a blast furnace. I don't have a normal furnace in the house, though. I do remember this being a This was a time lapse? This had to have been a time lapse. This is a very old build style that I had that I liked. It was good. Basically, it was where I did the clay roof, and then I trimmed it off with like the different wood types. And you kind of see here, very one-dimensional front face here on the roof. Random blocks placed all over the place. This was kind of me phasing out of my random block placement era, where I would just kind of shove blocks in random corners and be like, look at it, it's got detail, it's got depth. And a lot of stuff just didn't make sense. This probably doesn't have anything. Yep, nothing up here. The build looks good. I mean, I'm sure people would like this. It's just, it's okay. I think this is something I would have loved like 5 years ago, and I look back now and I'm like, it's okay. Crossing the street again over here, we got this, I think it's technically like an A-frame house. I'm pretty sure this was a tutorial. This is a very unique build. I don't think I've built anything like this since then. So it's got the slopey roof here that comes down to the ground. Little farm with a scarecrow here. And if you come inside, it's got this center area, like a cooking area almost. And you got the, I guess, kitchen. So barrel, crafting table, little fireplace with a fire pit. You can kind of tell all my fireplaces almost always end up being like different designs. I always try to experiment with those a little bit. But the fact that I did this, but I didn't put any furnaces above it is interesting. I feel like that's something I would have done. And then it looks like for this one, I also didn't use glass. I used fences for the windows, which is okay. Coming up this ladder, got a little bit of storage, bed, barrel for storage, the huge. And then if you come down this way, this is like a walk-in closet thing. You got some barrels. I guess we got the furnaces over here in the walk-in closet. A stack of furnaces. This is definitely very starter house coded. You can at least open the top chest. It passes the top chest opening rule. I don't know where ventilation would go for these furnaces. They don't really vent out the back or anything. So yeah, not up to code, but the build looks okay. It's nothing I would build again. Nothing I'd recommend probably building, but I was probably hyping this thing up when I made a video on it. Coming down the hill here, we have our, I'm pretty convinced this was a short, probably. I don't remember. Yeah, definitely a short. You can tell it's a short because I didn't do anything on the inside. This looks okay. I mean, if you're doing like a face of a hobbit hole, this kind of works. Got the trapdoors rolling. I did use some acacia wood on the top here with the azalea bushes. Trapdoor windows on this one. Little overhang with the stairs. Overhang with the slabs. Lantern hanging down. Got the deep slate and cobble pathway. Very gritty build. Overall, it's okay. I mean, if you wanted to make a hobbit hole, I'm sure this will get the job done. Coming up the hill here, we got this little like mountain house. Was this a, oh, okay. This is a little wacky. What's going on here? Okay, very open. This was a very, was it a very circular build? Okay, it looks like it's a very, it's weird. I went circular with the shape almost, but I did a sort of squared off roof, I guess. I don't know. And I also used even numbers. I don't know what this was supposed to be. I'm pretty sure this was probably a short door going outside. You got this little desk, check-in desk here, fire pit. It's almost like a mountain tavern. This is another one I'm gonna have to probably go take a look at and see. I don't remember ever making this, honestly. Some of that's, I told you guys at the beginning, I probably don't remember making some of these builds. If you come up here, you got some barrels here, but there's nothing else up here. There's no bed. You got this little open window here to a view of some grass. You know, you got to touch grass while you're sleeping. Gets the job done. Yeah, this is definitely on a low tier scale of build. I think this was some random stuff. I don't recommend. So this little guy over here, this is a tutorial I have been meaning to remake because I think it would be a fun build with all the new blocks we have. So this is the actual wagon home. This one actually looks a lot better than the other one. The other one that looks like a short, this has got the rear storage on there. We use trapdoors for the windows, little gates for the overhangs here. The wheel design looks fairly good. Don't look at the center of the wheel though. It could trigger you a little bit, and I don't think I noticed that till now, but that's okay. It's got some candles in here. Oh, it's raining. I have made the weather go away. Inside here, you got a little staircase, chest, and barrel underneath. I didn't have a lot of light in here, I noticed, but if you come up these stairs, it looks like you gotta crouch. I don't know why to. So here's the thing. I'm such a weird guy. I don't think I don't think I'm that weird, but I'm fairly weird. Why did I do this? Why didn't I just do that? You can walk right up this. Why did I want to be quirky and have it like this? I don't know. But if you come up here, you got your bed. That's it. There's not really much else up here. You could probably put some storage right here or something. I don't know why I did slabs for the floor. I feel like trapdoors in such a compact space would have been a little bit better. But if I do another wagon home, I'll probably end up doing it 3 wide for the interior instead of 2 wide. I don't know where this chimney's coming from too. Like, this isn't connected to anything. There's no fireplace or anything down here, so yeah. This is one of those builds that, like, from the exterior, it's great. I love it. But from the interior, it's rough. Also, there's no horses attached to this because I don't think Minecraft horses could theoretically pull this. This thing's probably too large, but hey, we ball. All right, as you can see below, we are passing the little spawn town here, and we're gonna move this direction now because we got a lot more stuff over here. So if you come down here, I'm pretty sure this was once again a little short or whatever I made, but it's just a little boat. It's nothing crazy. I don't know why I used deep slate for this. I don't know why I thought that looked good. This looks a little wacky here. Basic flag, that's fine. It's Minecraft. You're limited on options. Slabs here, the trapdoors all over the place. A lot of trapdoors, barrels. I mean, I guess I was going for that like wood boat kind of look. Yeah, I mean, you know, it gets the job done. There's another one down the river too. And then right here, you remember how earlier I was talking about how I don't like making the like quirky like 1x1 homes? This, I think, was my tutorial intent to try to make that with barrels. Thinking, oh yeah, if you just make a house out of barrels, it makes the most sense because it's like infinite storage. I didn't even make a floor in here. This is too cozy. Well, we got the furnace here, got the fire pit. There's no bed, so I guess you just didn't need a bed. Yeah, maybe this was a short. I don't know. This wouldn't make sense as a tutorial to me because there's no floor. Yeah, I don't recommend this one. This one kind of sucks. Over by the beachfront here, we got our D-Day builds. I don't know what I was thinking with these. This is we got a little castle fort here. I think that's what this was supposed to be. This was like a little fortress by the water. This is actually an okay build. I like this. This is it's not got much going on the inside, but I don't think it was meant to be anything crazy functional. If you wanted to make like a little fortress, I don't know, on an island or something, this would be kind of sweet. But if you come in the side here, I got a little bit of an interior. Doesn't appear to be anything crazy, but you got some storage, some chests. If you were to build a little outpost, like maybe you're exploring a Minecraft world and you know, wanted to throw something together that you could attach like another portal to or something, this would be okay. I like this. I like the little porch up on top here. This is nice. Fun fact, this is one of the only builds I think I've ever made where I actually ran into someone on Instagram who remade this, I think in like a short or something, or like an Instagram reel, and they took credit for it. I kid you not, they 1-for-1 remade this whole build. They must have watched the tutorial, remade this whole thing. I think the only thing that was different was you didn't have the trebuchets, and you didn't have the, I guess, are these trebuchets or catapults? One of the two. But yeah, they didn't do the pathway right, but they had even everything here to a T was recreated. And I remember commenting. Now, I'm not someone, hear me out on this. I am not someone to bully people on the internet for I guess taking something I've done and just rolling with it. If it was a piece of artwork, sure, but it's a Minecraft build. So I just remember commenting, nice build or something on it. And literally, if you went to my Instagram account, like, it was like the third build down was this. So yeah, I hope that guy's doing all right. Hope he's doing well. And yeah, you do have these little trebuchet things, catapults. You got the magma blocks in there. I don't know. It looks cool. It's nice. These are cool. I think I built 2 of them because it kind of fits the whole fortress aesthetic here. I don't know what I was really going for. I mean, this is pretty neat though. I like my use of the basalt because the basalt actually looks like little cannonballs. So I like that, and it actually does look like a put out version of the magma block. I think if you put the texture next to it, it's 2 different textures. This was a good call on my part. I like these couple builds here. All right, we peek around. What else do we have? Oh, we got our little riverside village over here. We got a little riverside village. We got another little dock. I'm pretty sure that was a short. Well, I don't know what's missing on top of this. I assume something updated and broke this. I don't know. I don't know what this is supposed to be. This house here is pretty okay. I like this. I like the porch design. I like that this is a slopey porch, raised foundation here, so good for next to the river in case it floods. If you come inside, no interior. We do have some floor plan going though. A little bit of a loft here for the bed. Looks good. Kind of roomy. You could do the kitchen right here. We got the fire pit, non-functional. No furnaces on this one. We come out here, we got the nice pathway. I think this was when I was definitely cranking out some shorts because there's a lot of just stuff going on here. I got this little farm. This farm is good. If you know, you wanted a little farm next to your house, it looks decorative. It gets the job done. I wanted to use the idea of like a little like water feature that actually functionally works with the wheat farm, and this little guy worked. I also think this was when they first started fixing the waterlog issue. So I actually was able to place a bucket of water in that stair piece. For a while that would break it and this would just flow all over the place, but this actually worked. Little blacksmith area over here. Pretty good. Nope, no complaints from me. A couple anvils, little fire pit going. And then down here, I guess this is supposed to be like the infinite water source. You got like a little well. I don't know why I did a slab down there. It doesn't really fit, but or is that a stair or is that a slab? That's a stair. Mossy brick stair. Okay. Barrel, I guess, was supposed to look like a bucket. I do love using the grindstone for... It looks like a little wheel on an axle, so it's just great for stuff like that. And also you can, like, place this number of directions. So, yeah. A lot of shorts getting cranked out over in this area here. Also little boats and a dock. Got some villagers in there. Everyone's happy. Getting pretty recent when we come over here. So this is the new barn. So we got the new barn right here, which actually, you know what? This barn turned out a little better than I thought. This is a pretty solid barn. It's a little more partitioned off for the animals, so that works. You got a good loft area with some storage here. Little lookout here. Pretty nice. This is when I was making those little tutorials with me and other me. And, yeah, maybe I'll make some more of those. Those videos didn't perform as well as I thought, but they were fun to make, so I might make more of them. And then over here, we got the little cozy house. Nothing to really say about this one. This one I was pretty happy with. I like that it's got the raised exterior, got the little garage area over here. And then if you come around to the side here, you do have an interior that you can get up into the house. So there's 2 ways you can enter the house. You can enter through the front door or you can enter through the basement. And this is kind of an interesting living room. I don't know if I would do this the same way again. I also didn't put a fire thing here, but that's okay. And if you come up more, this is, I think, my first time using the shelf. So this is actually when I started using the shelf blocks. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, overall, a fairly fine house. No complaints from me. Coming down the river again, we have the original wagon home. This is okay. It gets the job done. It looks like a wagon, kinda. Got the little wheels here. If you come inside, yeah, there's nothing in here. It's very small. You could probably put like a bed and a crafting table and a furnace. Actually, furnace would work right here because you got the exhaust at the top, so it's at least up to code. But yeah, I think I built one of these as a tutorial, And if you come over here, yeah, you got another one over here. I don't know what my intent was building this here, but this was a better one, actually. Hold on, this is a 2 wide. So this actually is a, maybe this was actually a tutorial. This was like version 1 of the tutorial. But if you come in here, the interior it's okay. It actually looks all right. It's palatable. You got the bed, you got all the essentials, crafting table, furnace there, exhaust out the roof, so no fires, storage above the bed, that's fine. And if you come around here, a little storage hanging off the back. Wagon is decent looking. This actually probably could get pulled by a couple Minecraft horses. It looks like it's scaled correctly, so I'll take that. Little fire pit outside. All is well. And then we come over here in the shadows. We got this little cabin here. I don't remember exactly when I built this. I honestly don't remember if this was more recent. Now that's definitely a trap chest. Whoops. Got a little armor stand here, lantern up top, a little bit of storage. It's an okay build. A little carpet floor. I put more effort on the interior on this one than I feel like I would normally do. Overhang off to the side with some wheat. Do we have some firewood on the side here? Nope, just some bushes. Okay, I think we're actually we're making some decent progress here. I'm sorry this video is a little longer, but I mean, don't worry. Before we get to the end of the video, I do already have a new world lined up. Now, I did not make this world. I became a little less self-sufficient here in terms of using the world, but I decided to go pick out another world off of Planet Minecraft, and we're going to be using that one. So this next world's going to be a custom world made by someone else, and to be honest, they put a lot more effort into that than I did with this one, so it'll probably be a lot better. So coming over here to the snow area, I think I intended on doing more with the snow. I don't think I ever really did, though. It just, I don't know. I don't really build in snow very often, but I do love this build. I think this was very Christmas time was when I made this, and if you come inside here, it's very cozy. It gives very just like you trudge up to a cabin in the middle of like a snowy blizzard, and it's, I don't know, maybe there'd be a witch living in here. Back door, so fire compliant. Coming upstairs, very cozy yet again. Got a pile of like chests and barrels, some plants growing in here. Cozy bed. You know that bed's cozy in the snowy winter here. But the big thing I really loved about this build was my use, and you can get it, the shaders show it a little more than you would in default, but you have the quartz stairs made to look like icicles, so it actually does look like snow, sort of frozen, drooping down off the roof, and it goes around, and then I use the snow pads all over the place, so you can kind of see that there. And then I built it up along the side of the house too. It's just a very, like, if you're talking something utilizing snow to make something look good, this actually works fairly well. I really like the way this house is. This might be, because of that roof alone, in my top 5 on the world. So, yeah, pretty happy with it. I don't think we have a lot left. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys on that one. If you come over this way, sorry, the sun's shining probably directly in your eyes. If we come over here, I know that there's so much more building room over here. Maybe I do have room to keep building. I don't like the way these mountains look, though. These mountains, like, cut off at the top, but that's okay. I think that's probably the world edge right there. But yeah, you got some valleys over here, and I know for a fact there is a build hiding. Yep, there it is. Hiding up the hill somewhere here, and I think this is probably the last one on our list. I kind of saved it for last. This is probably #1 favorite build on this world, and I think it was a time lapse, and I don't know what went through me when I built this, but I unlocked like an inner demon when putting this together. Every element I had learned from building stuff I used on this build. The shapes and the form and like the uniformity of the whole build, the big open glass window in the front, got the cobblestone sort of transitioning up to the stone brick base here. We had a couple. Did we have 2 different types of glass? Gray and yes, we had gray and black stained glass. I don't know. Well, that's gray. That's light gray. Okay, I don't know why I use so many different colors of glass, but we'll leave that alone. This little staircase entrance here is like, I don't think I've done something like this in a while. So we got this, like, the side walls here. Definitely a good mix of cobblestone brick. Got the mossy cobble. Good stone brick pathway with staircase mix. You know, the higher tier lanterns with the anvils on them. No interior on this one. I can already guarantee that. But it looks like we did use the light gray concrete powder. You can see there's just so many materials that went into this. You got dark oak, you got spruce, you got the concrete powder, you got normal concrete mixed with stone, all the different glass types. We used gates, we used stairs, we used trap doors. Got the green roof here. It's a little bit of a mix. I got green. It looks like I just used 2 different colors for the roof. I'm surprised I did that. Oh no, we got the wool here. I just didn't use the wool everywhere, I guess. So really good design there. And this is a big house too. Like if you come inside here. So we got the big open door. Let me grab a lantern. It's a little dark in here. Yeah, if we wander around. So interior, unfortunately, is unfinished. Actually, it looks like I didn't even finish the windows over here. So I got a little lazy. That's on me. But if you come... Oh, yeah, and then in the back here, I had this little porch design. Here, let me pop through there like that. Well, bam. Okay. I had this porch on the backside here, which honestly looks cool. Like, I think this was maybe one of the first builds where I used the lecterns. And this was a phase in the channel where I started doing a lot more time lapses. And I think it's because I was so busy with school that I didn't really have time to sit down and edit it like a tutorial. So I just started building stuff. And this build is one of my favorites. So yeah, this is great. I mean, if you go up a floor here, oh yeah, this is so unfinished. This is so very... Okay, but we had a skylight, though. Look at this. We had a skylight going. This old cabin in the woods has a modern skylight, which actually would go pretty hard by today's standard, having the natural light. But we'll leave that alone. I think the intent here was that this was going to be like a lofted area. And then over here, you got the kind of the floor drop. So the different levels in the floor are pretty cool. So this could have been like a lounge area. This could be like a bedroom over here. Wow, look at that view. That's pretty cool too. But yeah, this is a cool build. I'm actually going to be kind of sad to leave this one behind. Let's close the door up here. But this is a cool one. I'm sad to leave this one behind, but we're going to make so much cooler stuff on the new world. Well, guys, as we fly back here, I did a little loop-de-loop around the rest of the island to make sure I wasn't missing anything. I am both happy and sad to be retiring this world because I feel like a lot of the build videos and a lot of maybe however long you guys have been subscribed, you guys have probably been around long enough to have seen a lot of these builds get put together, and you've seen the videos that come out with them. And you know, as I've shown in this video, I don't agree with a lot of the build choices I make. I actually do try to have a sense of logic to when I put stuff together. I don't want to just put something super random together, but I have made that mistake in the past where I build stuff and it's just like, hey, it looks cool. It doesn't make a lick of sense, but hey, it looks sweet. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that too, because at the end of the day, a Minecraft build on its own is like an art piece. And these are all my little art pieces, my little works of art. This world is a canvas to me and has been a canvas to me for many, many years now. And I'm definitely happy to kind of let it rest. I think we're ready to start doing some fresh builds on a new world. And I have a lot of projects in mind. Do not think I'm going to cut the video here, though, because I do have a world lined up, and I'm going to be showing you guys the new world, at least a little taste of it. I don't know if we'll take a big tour or anything. But anyway, guys, I will see you over... Well, say goodbye. Say goodbye to the old classic Let's Build World number 2. That's how it's labeled. And I will see you guys over on the new Let's Build world. Well, guys, welcome to our new build world. Plucked and cherry-picked from Planet Minecraft itself. This world is called, I'm probably going to butcher this pronunciation completely wrong, but the name I thought sounded kind of cool when I was reading it out loud. This is Brosium, I think. And it is an 8,000 by 8,000 Minecraft world, technically fit for survival, capabilities. You could play survival if you really want to in this thing, if you'd like. It's got dungeons and caves and a whole bunch of other stuff. I think there's even a stronghold on here somewhere. And this lovely world was created by this fella called Aqua Les Pantsu. I'm probably butchering that. There's probably a proper way to say that name, but I'm gonna put it in the video anyway. And it'll all be down in the description below. So if you also want to go check this out, now this world was not free. I had subscribed to the fella's Patreon, so to get this guy. So that's why I have this. So, but it's worth it. It seems that hi Creeper, how you doing? Yeah, so this thing is sweet. You can see we got some really large rock formations here. We got a lot of water and rivers floating around. We got these little islands like over here. This is actually new to me. It looks like we got this floating island here, so we could maybe even do something cool with that. I have the actual map itself downloaded, so I'll have to kind of look through and see if there's any cool sites. But the idea behind this world is just like the last build world. We kind of just pluck out spots to build things, and it's all contained in one map. Now, I could use normal Minecraft terrain. I mean, Minecraft terrain is cool, but there is a lot of inspiration that comes from having these custom terrains like this. Also, I love supporting small creators, so that's why I wanted to definitely find someone with something pretty cool. Now, this guy makes a lot of other cool worlds, too, so maybe I'll be checking some of those out in the future. But I could see this being a pretty cool world if you really did want to play just some Minecraft survival. But it's also very unique. We got these tall birch trees here, these big rock formations, these big lakes. It's very cool. It's very sweet. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Well, it's glad we're, a little sad to say goodbye to the previous build world. It's been around for quite a while, but I think we'll have a lot of fun building on this world here. So, If you guys did enjoy or have some ideas for stuff you want me to build, please be sure to go down into the comments down below and like the video first. You're gonna have to pass the like button on your way down to the comments. You might as well slap the like button. Let me know down in the comments down below if there's some things you want me to build. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one.